Sometimes I'm amazed at it because I said, God, sometimes you go, Lord, I sure hope I won't. Sometimes I just go, gee, I hope I don't have to go through what some of these folks going through. I don't want to go through it. That's all, Lord, take me another route, please. And that's why you tell God, God, just let me work and preach. Let me work and preach. Why I gotta live like by faith, like all these other preachers who going through these struggles and all these battles, and they got families and homes, and I'm looking at them out here by faith and going, why don't they just get a job? But God told him to do it. And I told God, I said, I don't want to live like that, Jesus. I said, something about this just don't seem right. But everybody don't have the same calling. Everybody don't have the same anointing. Some people are called into full-time ministry. And I look at him sitting out there. But this man said this to me. He said, me and my wife been married over 50 years now. He said, you won't believe this. But he said, but I'm going to tell you this. He was telling us what he went through. He said, one time, me and my wife did not have lights in our house for 6 weeks. He said, me and my wife made a decision. We ain't going to ask mama. We ain't going to ask daddy. And we ain't going to put nobody else in our business. We just going to trust Jesus. And he told his wife, he said, listen, if you stay with me through these hard times, God's going to bless us. And you'll never have to work another day in your life. And I'm going to take care of it. God paid his house off.
Amen.
God met all his needs. Now, if God can do it for them, can he do it for us? Then the Bible said God don't have no respect of person.
That's right.
Now, let me share this testimony with y'all. I ain't never shared this with y'all. My apostle is 90 years old. When he was born, his family, his parents put him up for adoption. And the family and you can imagine if your parents giving you away, you got a spirit of rejection. You go through a lot. Because you feel like if your mom and daddy don't love you, that's the hardest thing in the world to have to deal with. And apostle my apostle, he got adopted. And his adopted parents took care of him. They loved him. They treated him right. They owned a farm, land, and everything. And so when they passed away, they gave him all the property, all the land. And from that point, he started running a farm, raising cows, and just imagine now, he didn't finish high school. He had to go to the war. He went to Vietnam when he went to fight in Germany and somewhere else he went to for a while, and he came back because now he's a veteran. But to see what God did for him, this man, I can say this because I know it. He's one of the biggest givers I ever seen. When he comes to your church to give, he don't give you $100. He don't give you $20. He writes you a check between $500 and $1,000 every time he gives, because he believes that if you give, God gonna give back to you. He believes in sowing, and to see God has blessed him. The property of his church owns is worth millions of dollars. They trying to buy it from up under him. They want to double the price. God has blessed him with 4 or 5 different homes that he owned, from Alabama to Florida and different other places. Now think about this. This 90-year-old man didn't finish high school, was put up for adoption. And guess what? He just wrote his first book and got it published on Amazon. But God raised him up from nothing and blessed him. Now I'm going to tell you, I know this for a fact. If he wanted to, he could be driving in him a Mercedes-Benz, driving in him any kind of car he want to drive in. He's 90 years old now, but still, the pastor still drive to the church. David, he got him a green truck. And he drive back and forth. And he always, the pastor always said this. He said, he'll tell me, he said, son, he said, I ain't caught up in all this stuff. And he blesses his church. And that's one thing I love about my pastor. If he see the people in need and he see they're hurting, he'll do whatever he can to help. He got the heart of a pastor. And he ain't all about money. He's about being a blessing to God's people. And I just said that to say this. If God can do it for them, can he do it for us? Mm-hmm. God don't have no respect to person. But the thing is, can we believe it? Can we believe it? And Pastor, man, he blessed the God. I said, hurry up and give me some of that money. But anyway, if he can do it for them, the Bible said God's the same today as yesterday. And we said in Amos, I'm the same today as yesterday and I change not. Mm-hmm. So God don't change. If he did it for one, he can do it for all. Right. You know? And how many know we're children of the Most High God? Amen. Mm-hmm. Amen. And the Bible said what the cattle on 1,000 hills belong to the Lord. And if we're his children, and David said, once I was young, but now I'm old, never have I seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. How many know we're the seed of God? And we should be begging bread. Amen. I don't know about y'all, but I ain't going to keep living like this. Amen. Not having enough. You know, and a preacher said one time, he said, if you got to go to count your money before you get out the bank, you ain't got no money. If you got to go peep and look at it, you ain't got no money. Amen. That ain't enough. Amen. Amen. That's the truth. Oh, God. Lord, I want more than enough. I want you to have to go look. I already know what's in there. But anyway, God is so good. And I feel like that's what God was saying to us tonight. And it just came out of my spirit tonight. That there's an elevation, there's an increase, there's a favor that's coming. And I want to encourage y'all to get in the move of God and let God bless you. And find out what your gift and your calling is. Amen. Amen. And pray, spend time with God like you've been doing, like you did today, Sister Holden. Amen. So God can speak to you. And remember, so that when we come together, everybody ought to have something. Amen. Mm-hmm. God, give me a word of encouragement for somebody when I come in here. So and that's why people get bored, because they ain't doing nothing. Lord, and you ain't asking God to use you, ain't asking God to tell you nothing. Some of y'all scared, that's why. Amen. You don't want to get up. You don't want to sit down. I don't want to get up there. I don't want to say nothing. Amen. But you really ought to pray that God will give you something. Mm-hmm. You know? Amen. Amen. Because somebody might need it. Somebody's life might depend on what you don't say. So let's be open. You know? And you'll be surprised. Hey, I don't care who it is. You ask God, what can I say to such and such? Who can I minister to? He'll give it to you. Amen. Well, this time we're going to go home. Don't nobody need no prayer, because I already prayed for you. Amen. You ain't getting no more prayer now. You think kind of saying here. Yeah. But okay. Everybody good though. But we done prayed.